At first, this looks like a routine bank visit, but within minutes, police are called, and a woman who came in for cash is suddenly suspected of being part of a fraud ring. What starts as suspicious activity quickly turns into identity theft, forged documents, and a confession that changes everything. Stay until the end because the reason she gives for doing this is not what you'd expect. Officers arrive at the bank after staff report suspicious behavior. They tell the woman they need to speak with her immediately. She tries to finish a phone call with her son's school, but officers insist she come inside. At this point, she is not under arrest, but the situation is already escalating.
Hey, ma'am. Hey, so we got called here, I guess, that they had some suspicious activity from you.
Okay.
So, if you want to go talk to them, see what's going on. She's going to go see why we've been called here.
Okay, give me one second.
Okay.
No, we need to talk to you.
Okay, I'm talking to my son's school for a
No,
second.
we need you to go in here. I'm going to just talk to you. We got to find out what's going on. Can we just go in here, please?
Yep.
Thanks.
What's going on?
All right.
Can we just get the ID that we have?
No, I can stay till 12.
Okay.
All right. Let me know when you're done.
Sorry.
It's okay.
So what is going on?
Okay, so they called, said that you were doing some suspicious activity. She's finding out what's going on right now. Just until we know that nothing's happening,
Okay.
I'm just going to stay here with you while she figures out why they called us, okay?
Okay. Literally just opened that account yesterday. Should be the reason for anything.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Alrighty.
Bank employees explain why they called police. Multiple people had come in recently with nearly identical stories. All claimed to be traveling nurses, all had out-of-state IDs, all provided Duke Energy bills as proof of residence, and all of them immediately tried to pull large amounts of cash. That pattern was enough to raise alarms.
I'll call you guys to question because we have reason to believe that they've stolen information like credit and that kind of thing of somebody else. So we think it's a fraud ring, and we believe that she's part of it.
Okay. Is anyone else here that's on site? It's just her? Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the ID that she provided with you?
Yes,
for?
yesterday
Okay.
and today.
Okay.
And she was here because we gave her a credit card yesterday, and she immediately transferred money off of it like a cash advance, and she was here to get the cash. But that's been what every other person has done too. So they've just kind of all been red flagged into the same group, which anybody can do what they want to with a credit card. But it's because of all of the things matching. Every one of them gave us a Duke Energy bill. Every one of them said they're traveling nurses working out of Orlando, and they all had out-of-state IDs.
Okay. All Michigan or just different
no,
states?
one was Illinois. I don't know the other person yesterday. I do believe was Michigan.
Okay.
The woman attempted to withdraw $4,000 in cash, claiming it was for rent. But bank staff noticed inconsistencies. She claimed to live in Florida, yet owned property in Michigan and had no Florida ID. Nothing quite lined up.
I can pull it up before you.
Okay. Can you pull up everything? So how much money did she take out? Or
She hasn't. We didn't give it to her yet. We were stalling
Okay.
her, but she was trying to get $4,000.
$4,000 today?
$4,000
Cash.
in cash
Okay.
to pay her rent. But she owns something in Michigan. She's working in Orlando, but she's staying in Wildwood. Like, it just kind of all doesn't make sense.
So give me everything what you have, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to see what she's saying. Thank you.
She tells officers she's a traveling nurse. She says she works in Orlando, lives in Ocala with friends, and rents month to month. She insists she provided legitimate documentation and doesn't understand why this is happening. But behind the scenes, the bank is pulling records.
What's your name, ma'am?
Madison.
Madison. All right. So they called us, I guess, because they feel like there's some fraudulent activity going on. I guess you're traveling. Can you just tell me exactly? I don't know what.
I'm a travel nurse.
Okay.
I lived in Michigan and Illinois. I owned over there. I started traveling out here. I work for Orlando Regional. I live out here with my friends. I rent for $500.
Here in Ocala?
Yes.
Okay.
I give them a bill with everything on it.
Okay.
There should have never been an issue.
Yeah, they're saying that, I guess,
Like, I'm really not.
they
understanding.
flagged your. So do you have a Florida ID, or have you been
No,
issued?
I
But
haven't
you're a
been.
nurse at OARMS in Orlando? Okay.
Yeah. So now I was gonna.
How
travel
long have you been a nurse in Orlando?
A year. I've been well, not in Orlando. I've been a nurse in general a year.
Okay.
Back and forth. I'm a
In
travel
Orlando.
nurse.
Okay.
I'm a travel nurse. Yes.
All right. So you reside in Ocala and you go
I
back
go
and forth. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So. Yes, baby. I hear you.
And you have never been issued a Florida ID?
I haven't been around to it. Yeah.
You haven't been around
Yeah,
to
just have
getting
to
it.
go to the
So the
DMV.
answer is no?
No.
Okay. All right. And is this your correct information on this? Okay.
Employees explained they had already been watching similar accounts. One man came in days earlier, same story, same documents, same behavior. When all the accounts were reviewed together, something became obvious. The utility bills didn't match. The fonts were different. The formatting was inconsistent. They weren't real.
Just kind of run me through what's going on.
Okay, I'm getting copies of everything. So basically, it was just very strange activity. Like the guy came in, he said he was a traveling nurse, perfect credit, looked beautiful on paper. Income made sense with traveling nurse, all of that. Everything seemed kosher. Provided a utility bill for proof of residence because he had a out-of-state driver's license. This is that person I'm talking about. So an Illinois driver's license. We did kind of question because we're not familiar with the Illinois driver's license. We, whatever. We looked up online. It looked like all the same marks, whatever. So fast forward, the MSR that helped him had to go in his account like the next day to see something, like fixing something or doing whatever he's doing. And he noticed really weird activity on his credit card. So if you look at all of these bills, there's inconsistencies with this. You can see the font is different. Even this font is different on these two. And then the other one, if it
And that was how they were going to prove their address.
Right. And so now that we put them all together, because there were 3 different scenarios, but when you put them all together, you see, okay, well that's weird. How are they all out of state? They all live
Right.
somewhere that has Duke Energy. None of the bills match as far as the fonts.
As suspicions grow, a detective is called in. The tone changes immediately. She is told to provide her real name or she will be booked as John Doe with no bond. This is no longer a misunderstanding.
You coming in?
Yeah. I'm Detective Williams.
Okay.
I would try to
Listen. So we're gonna pee really, really bad. So don't mind my shaking.
All right.
But I'm listening.
What I need you to do is give me your real name, okay? Because what's going to happen is you're going to be booked at the jail under John Doe, and I'm going to put a bond on there where no one can bond you out. Okay? So, give me your name.
Julia.
What is it?
Julia.
J-U-L-A.
Sorry.
I'm going to let you pee, and then we're going to go to the district.
Detectives ask about the man who drove her to the bank. She insists he has nothing to do with this. They ask about the man she was with the day before. She says that was someone else. Investigators are now trying to determine who is involved and how deep this goes.
You're gonna call him and tell him, hey, I'm leaving. Come and get me.
Why would I do that? He has nothing to do with this. He doesn't have nothing to do with it. Ask for a ride.
Okay. What's his name? Isn't that the same guy that was with you here the other day when you opened the account?
No. That's somebody different. Yeah.
Who's that guy?
He goes by some guy named Mo, to be honest.
No,
No.
but I just want to know about the car. So
She is transported to the district office for further questioning. At this point, officers are no longer deciding if a crime occurred, but who orchestrated it.
Sit down first and then swing your legs around and watch your head. Watch yourself. Which office did he say? Okay.
Detectives begin asking about her background. She admits she doesn't have a permanent address. She stays in Airbnbs and hotels. Then she mentions a man named Justin, someone she met at a club. This is where the story starts to unravel.
What's your address in Orlando?
I don't have an address earlier. I'm staying at an Airbnb.
You're staying at an Airbnb?
Or I go to a hotel. I don't have a
Okay.
permanent address.
You don't have a permanent address. What was your old one?
It's my grandma's house in Miami.
Okay. Can you tell me how this all started?
Working at the club. At this point, there's no reason to lie. So I met some guy named Justin. Don't know much about him.
She explains Justin offered to help her. He took a photo of her face, created fake IDs, gave her scripts to memorize, told her exactly what to say at the bank. She says she didn't fully understand what she was involved in, but she followed instructions.
I'm looking for an apartment, so he said I can help you. And then I said okay. And obviously he told me what we were doing. So he took a picture of my face, he made the ID, and then yeah, he just told me this is what you have to do, this is the information. He made me write it down on a piece of paper, learn it, and then yeah, that was that. And then now we're here.
Her role was simple. Go into banks, open accounts, apply for credit cards, withdraw cash if approved, then split the money. She admits she knew it was wrong, but says she needed money and trusted the wrong person.
So you would go to the bank, open the account, and then
And
what?
ask if I can apply for a credit card.
Detectives uncover multiple accounts opened under different names, different IDs, different banks, same pattern. She confirms communication happened through Telegram, a common tool used in organized fraud rings.
Found another ID though for Illinois.
For Illinois, yeah, I didn't get to use it yet.
Okay. Are you sure about that?
It was for, which one, the Holly? Yeah, I used that one and then she got denied. I chose, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing.
What about TD Bank?
She got denied as well.
There's credit cards.
She shouldn't have any credit cards.
All right, hold-
That I know of, I thought she got denied, to my understanding. So I don't know if he, because obviously, I'll tell you, we put it towards an address that we can get mail to. That's what he does, and then they get the cards to there. So
Okay.
I don't know if he was able to grab the card himself.
So when you go, is it always in person?
Yes.
You never go anywhere, or you never do anything online? So you go in person. All right, give me 2 seconds.
And then the TD, the only thing I have for the Holly one is a debit card.
Okay, so you have a debit card. So you open an account
Yeah.
at TD Bank,
Yeah, for the Holly one, for the Holly face.
and for Stephanie,
Stephanie, I don't believe so. I don't
There-
think I got to
there's
that.
a debit card.
There's a debit card for her, so then I.
So you-
But I
okay.
don't think that she got approved. So,
When you say approved, what do you mean?
like for a credit card.
For a credit card.
Yes.
So this,
These are just checking accounts.
how do you communicate with Justin?
There's an app called Telegram,
An app called Telegram?
and then he gave me a number.
At one point, she asked the detectives a chilling question. How deep does this go? They tell her the investigation is still ongoing and that she may not be the only one involved.
I just have one question.
Sure.
How deep does this go? Because you guys just showed me somebody I've never seen before.
That's who showed you who.
Like, there's another guy. So,
Right now, this is what we're trying to figure out. All right. I mean, you've been straight. You've been real cooperative, and we appreciate that. We'll make sure that that's going to be notated. Okay. But it's just something that we're still looking into, trying to figure out right now. Okay.
The case concludes with formal charges. Organized fraud, forgery, identity theft. She is sentenced to 116 days in jail, 48 months, probation, 300 hours of community service. All from one decision to walk into a bank and trust the wrong person. Cases like this show how fast small decisions can spiral into serious consequences. If you want more real interrogations, real cases, and real outcomes, subscribe. Because the next story might be even closer to home.